Picks.com with you here Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Different live free picks for today's action. So make sure you're with us live and subscribe to our channel. Set notifications, get alerts of all our live shows. Of course, you do want to subscribe because we give tons of free picks on our channel, lots of them. This one, we get about 15 free picks a week. Our Stalker Show, 25 a week. And of course, the Morning Steam Show, anywhere from 20 to 40 a day. So you can just count the numbers of free picks, as well as all of our picks that we cover on our channel from all the major sports, with full game picks from NBA, college hoops, bowl games, NFL, and more. So be sure to subscribe and also give us that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Remember to visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers and get signed up to our top plays here. Mindy's been on fire here the last 7 days. She's been doing well. Collins as well. Daniel, of course. We got Bear with a good day yesterday. You'll find our latest premium picks here on the center of the page. And of course, our best bets. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. Many up there right now here for you on Tuesday. Our $15 premium pick is a promotional item that the cappers can release once a day from their card to introduce their service to new and existing customers. 3 packs offer great value. And of course, our pick ticker right here. If you prefer, you can purchase the picks a la carte with team versus team information. So check it out right now. You'll see some green up there. We have some late steam. Those are plays that are released within 10 minutes to 2 hours of game time. Late information plays, sometimes the better number for the capper. Again, we allow our cappers to release plays late. And if you're a long-term subscriber, those plays are emailed directly to your inbox. You'll never have to worry about having to log in several times a day. Just log in as you normally would to get the members' plays. But if cappers happen to see plays they like late, they will release them within 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. And that play will be emailed directly in your email box. No need to log in. It'll be emailed to you. Those are the late steam plays, a feature we've had for some time now at Tony'sPicks.com. So check it out in green. But for you, those who like to purchase a la carte on the pick ticker, keep an eye for those late steam plays as you, again, check them out as well. Hopefully, we may build some notifications for people who want to be notified of releases, individual plays. We'll work on that in the near future. But again, you can see lots of plays up there for you there on our pick ticker. Indeed, of course, to let you know about our promo code, you can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link in the description and then the Cappers tab and get signed up. Always love to hear from our audience. So you can post your picks in the comments below. And of course, we do take all of our picks and all of our shows and put up in podcast form. I know around this hour, many of you can be at work, can be driving home, or our truckers. We love our truckers out there. Get all our picks and our shows. You can listen to them on our podcast. Tony's Picks is the podcast available on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks. All right, let's get this one underway today. With us today is Ramon, Scott, and Mindy Hahn. All right, let's get game day picks underway here for today. For our Tuesday, let's go ahead and welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com. Put up some great numbers across the board here on our site. So let's bring her in right now. Mindy, what's happening?
Oh, I was just reading a little tweet here from Field Yates from ESPN. He said it looks like there's going to be 4 games at minus temperatures here for Saturday. So Bills and Bears -11, Seahawks Chiefs -6, Saints Browns -9, Raiders Steelers -4. It's going to be a cold weekend.
Cold weekend. Those aren't point spreads. Those are temperatures.
Right.
Woo! That is going to be cold.
Yeah.
Boy, keep an eye on that Raiders having to go there in that temperature from that nice dome building.
Right?
Yeah, that's going to be tough. So that's weather. What would you expect? We're into late December, and we're going to be hit with a cold spell here this weekend. So keep an eye there on those numbers. Should be interesting. All right, Mindy, speaking of cold, we go to the ice tonight here as we have Winnipeg here hosting Ottawa. We have Winnipeg, the favorite here, -125. Totals ticked up to 6.5.
Yeah, so we have the Senators here. They're 14-15, 6-7 on the road this season, 4-6 to the under. And then you're looking at the Jets, who are 20-10, 11-5 at home, 5-5. No real difference there, trending over under in the last 10. But both of these teams are kind of looking to get back on a winning track. Both of them had, pretty good winning streaks here before their last games, each, taking a loss. Both teams are also kind of trying to play through, some pretty bad injuries here for some players that might be out over the next couple weeks or months. But you got Hellebuck in there in goal today for the Jets. He's third in the league in save percentage. Then the Senators are bringing out Cam Talbot. He only gives up, about 2.5 goals here. So today I'm actually going to take a look at the under in this game. The under is 4-1 in the Senators' last 5. Under is 4-1 to the under on a 3 and 4 day situation here as well. The Jets are only putting up right now about 17 shots on average on goal. So I mean, it's hard to win games when you're not actually getting the puck at the net here as of late. So Senators only allow averaging 2.7 goals over the last 3. Senators here about 3. So yeah, I like the under 6.5 here today in this one.
All right, Mindy here with the under 6.5. Of course, Winnipeg on a bit of a goal drought, and of course, under is something you hear commonly when you see these, when you hear teams, when these teams are in action. Of course, Ottawa 19-12 to the under, Mindy, and Winnipeg 18-11 to the under. So these teams trending definitely under this season.
Yeah, and it's been maybe a little bit different, than the norm. They have been having, some, head-to-head matchups that have hit the over in the past, but this is kind of more like what's been going on here lately with, Hellebuck. He's, only allows 1.78 goals against on average. He has 3 shutouts this season. Now, the Senators, if it was last year's team, they were the most shutout team, but this season have not been shut out. And I don't really expect them to here today. When the morning's team got together today, we kind of picked the Senators in this one, so I still like them. But I do think it's going to be a really low scorer. I think this one's going to be like a 2-1, something like that, just because we're dealing with a rash of injuries here of late. And plus the good goal play. I like the Senators here today to get this one, but I think this one's going to come in at pretty low today, or I'm going to say around 3 to 4 goals type of deal.
All right,
so
Mindy.
I'll pick the under.
All right, Mindy here on the Senators Jets under 6.5. And Talbot and Rich put up some pretty good numbers this year in net. Under total of 6.5 Senators and Jets. This one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for tonight's action. Of course, we have some NBA hockey as well as college basketball. Matter of fact, college basketball going on as we speak. We also have some college football set to go. A couple of bowl games as well on the docket, showing great results here as well here for this year in NHL, showing profitable records this year as in college football, doing really good run here in college football from Mindy as well. You take a look at the 7-day average, really good numbers here. College hoops, 785 units of profit last 7 days in college hoops. So Mindy has been on a tear right now across the leaderboards. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, so, my best sport has been on the ice, and I couldn't really come up with anything today. When it comes to giving my best of the best, I had 2 that I'd really been watching, but the numbers really never got, in line for me. Otherwise, I have a lot of pretty good leans out there. We went over that on the show here this morning. Came out with quite a few plays, kind of on a lot of underdogs here today. But as you can see, and as we've talked about, these totals here are starting to slide down. Vegas is kind of catching up to what all of these teams have been doing here as of late. And so no plays in the NHL, but did come up with a 3-pack in the NBA today. So you can check that out. I did also go ahead and put in my best bet there today. I have some leans in these college games. Again, nothing, for my subscribers here on that. Just some leans, not totally confident. Again, we do have a couple plays in these next few bowl games here for the morning's team here. So still in action, still have some games that I'm really excited to watch. But yeah, I have a lot of plays today in college basketball. Like you showed, that was one of my better sports here this week. I have a 5-pack of totals in there. You can go ahead and catch that. I think it's only for like $30 or so. And then also I put up a 3-pack of some really late games. And these are kind of some later steams. Ramon this morning was cluing me into some games I had been watching. So if you're watching the show, I made some plays on some of those, picks there. So if you can, I'm just saying right now, don't miss the morning steam. You're getting a lot of good information. Even for someone like me that watches it pretty close, when you get some of that steam, you got to take advantage of it. So yeah, you can definitely go ahead and pick up a package that you like today, or you can go ahead and get something, a little bit longer term here. Take a look at a 3-day, 7-day, 30-day pass. I've been hitting a lot of my 30-day goals there, coming out on top. Especially been hot here over the last couple of weeks. So it's a good time to get on to get the rest of December here to get the rest of these bowl games, get the rest of the NFL, and then of course, what we're kind of looking at the second half of the season for NBA once we hit Christmas, and then of course we still got a lot of play in the NHL where I've been doing really well this season. So pick up a package today. Don't wait. Don't miss out. And then go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout there as well. You might as well save 20% while you're at it.
That's right. Again, it's Mindy Hahn over at TonySpace.com. There's a promo code to use at checkout, TonyT at checkout. And of course, Mindy today on the board tonight over at TonySpace.com. An NBA fast break 3-pack from the NBA. She's in action also with a 3-pack from College Hoops. Also in a 5-pack here from college basketball as well. Tuesday night basketball best bet here as well here from Mindy. So NBA best bet on the board right now. 4 packages for you to choose from Mindy. Of course, use that promo code to save 20% off. Also, if you scroll down, now we went note here, these in orange are profit guaranteed. These packages must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. Mindy here. Also, with the longer term passes, this may be a really good value for you. You may consider that 1-month pass just because of the calendar, right? If you get that 1-month pass, includes all of Mindy's bowl games, all of her NFL. This will take you into the first week of the playoffs in the NFL with that 1-month all sports pass. The final 3 weeks of the regular season, plus the first week of the playoffs, wild card weekend is part of that 1-month pass, as well as the NBA. Of course, the Christmas Day games coming up, all our college hoops, all our NHL. 1-month pass is a great value there. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off those packages. And of course, you can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and then you will land right on Mindy's page, and you will see the great values she has right there on the long-term pass. Or if you want to try out with the 1-day pass, go for it. Just go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy, we put together a Twitter account for you for visitors there to check out Twitter and get some plays from me there at Tony's Picks Mindy. And of course, that morning Steam show, another big show tonight. Today, with a lot of content on there covering today's action and looking ahead to some bowl games in NFL as well.
That's right. So we're probably, thinking that we might not be able to, be on here during the whole Christmas break, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So what we're doing is we're going to feature these games here a little bit early for you. So you're going to get some early NFL action, some early bowl game action. You can definitely go ahead and find something that you like. And then plus it will give you, plenty of time to see if, when you do your due diligence, if we are on your side or not. You could take a look at the Steam, where that's been. Again, we covered, the Thursday NFL game, and sure enough, while we're covering, here comes some Steam on that play. So you can see where you're sitting here earlier in the week also. You can catch me on Twitter today, Tony's Picks Mindy, where you can get another NHL play today on the ice. So again, quite a few plays that you can get today from me as well. And then make sure you catch us tomorrow again. We're on the air every it'd be Saturday through Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Time, where we cover pretty much all of the major sports. Plus, we go ahead and do some college basketball as much as we can get in for those primetime games. I had quite a few, another 3-pack of consensus plays for Mindy and Ramon here today. We kind of started featuring, Ramon pretty much has started featuring more morning Steam. So we actually get all of these live plays. And I'm telling you, this is something you don't want to miss out on. So far, the folks really like it. And it is a chance to see where the sharps are and where we are and where we need to be. So it's a really helpful feature. So make sure you check out the show. Just want to say thank you to all of our subscribers and to those that have purchased some packages here as well. So thanks so much, you guys.
That's right. Of course, I got Mindy there at Tony's Picks Mindy to get her to get that play there on the Twitter account. Also, the morning Steam Thursday through Saturday through Thursday, I should say, here at 9 a.m. Eastern Time here on our YouTube channel. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. And if you happen to miss the show or you're at work and you want to listen to it, you can listen to it in podcast form. The entire show is uploaded as well as every pick. Tony's Picks podcast available on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks, you'll find it there, and of course you'll find Mindy there as well with those plays on that morning Steam show. And of course, be sure to visit her site, her profile page, to get those picks here, those premium plays here for this Christmas and New Year's games that are coming up here. Some big action coming up here as we're down to the final 3 weeks of the NFL. And of course, the bowl games are starting to heat up. We'll start to see very shortly. We'll start to see some of the major teams in action here. So a really good time to check it out. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you.
You got it. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. Be live with us to get the plays and be notified when we release all these picks. Like I said, about 15 picks a week from this show, 25 on the soccer show. I do a full rundown, NBA, college hoops, NFL, every pick from those sports, as well as the morning steam, anywhere from 20 to 40 picks a day. There's a lot of picks on our channel. Subscribe is what I'm saying. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Next up is Ramon Scott. Find him over at Tony's Picks. Check him out in the morning steam. We'll bring in Ramon right now. Ramon, what's going on?
No, I was just sitting here betting over-unders on the temperature of the NFL games this week.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Of course, we certainly, of course, morning scene, we do have some of your regulars up there. We see Rapper Capper, sell, hustling. Absolutely. Absolutely, we do. But we also give out the free plays. We realize that picks, we sell picks. That's what we do here. And it's not for everyone. It's people with money that buy them. And, of course, we give out free picks as well. So welcome. That's what we do. EJ Crazy checks in today. Do you do football? Oh, no, boy, do we do football. Yes, we do. We do football. There's just only 2 games on the board today. You can check our channel. We got coverage from the morning steam from college football. I've got 2 college football picks on the channel, so we have those picks for you there. We let the cappers choose their games, by the way, on the show. And I want to make note, I don't mention this enough. We don't force the cappers play. They don't force their plays. They tell me the game they want to give out. That basically, for that reason, you're going to get the better quality that way. If I sit here and dictate, okay, Mindy, Ramon, you cover this one because it's on TV, you cover that one because it's on TV, you're not going to get their best results, right? Because they may not be very highly rated for them. We want them to come in with the plays they feel confident about, and that's why they choose the games. And Ramon chose this one, Fox Sports Wednesday night, 9 Eastern Time. Syracuse here hosting Pittsburgh. Syracuse laying 3.5, total 138.
Yeah, I'm actually doubling down, Tony. I never come back with the same play as I did on the show, but kind of like you, Tony, but kind of perfectionist. I didn't like the preview that I gave of the game today. I am sticking with my play here, though, on this one, so just want to try to clean it up a little bit, if that's okay with you, boss. And just want to take a look at this one, ACC action between Pittsburgh and Syracuse at the Dome. Both teams coming in pretty hot right now, and with wins in the ACC to start the season. Both teams are 8-4 overall. Pitt's won 7 of 8 games. They just knocked off North Florida convincingly, but their first ACC game was a win over NC State, 68-60. Meanwhile, Syracuse won their ACC opener 62-61 over Notre Dame. So, look, we know Syracuse, what they bring to the table with their defense, with their zone. All of a sudden, Syracuse, if they throw in a clunker defensively, everyone wants to say the zone has passed us by and that Syracuse needs to get together and get with the times and all that. But look at the numbers and how they bear out. They still possess some pretty strong numbers defensively, and they've got some pretty skilled guys in there. Guys like Jesse Edwards, 11th in the nation in block shots. That's pretty strong, right? The team blocks 5.5 shots per game. That's right up there. That's like in the top 10, I think, probably in the NCAA this season. So already number 1 in the ACC in all games combined, not just the one game, but tops in categories in steals and block shots out of all the ACC teams so far. So you have a guy like the freshman Judah Mintz. He's pretty hot so far with a couple of steals per game, and Syracuse is averaging 8 steals per game. They're still going to slow you down, Tony. Nothing's changed, with the Orange. They're 352nd in length of possession defensively, so it's up to Pittsburgh, right? What Syracuse ends up doing is tries to set you into the rhythm of your offense, make you pass the ball around, and then they still steal the ball. So will this Syracuse team be able to withstand some of the vigors of the ACC race? Pretty tough test here with Pitt, considering how well they're doing right now. 8-3-1 against the spread, including 3-0-1 against the spread on the road. Now, question mark, you won't see John Hugley on the injured list because he just took the last game off. We want to be careful with mental health and even discussing it sometimes, but just needed some time off. We don't even know his status. He's not listed on the injury report. He is also a very good shot blocker, but in his absence, Federico has stepped in. Federico. I think we all call him that, but I like to say his name twice. It's so cool. So he's 30th in the nation in block shots so far, and Syracuse, they get their shots blocked sometimes. So I don't know. That kind of works in the Orange's favor. I know Pittsburgh, they're pretty mediocre in shooting, and Syracuse pretty strong in that defensive field goal percentage. And the reverse is true as well. Syracuse not necessarily shooting it that well, and Pittsburgh can hold you down a little bit. So I don't think these guys, I think it ends up being typical Syracuse game here, especially second game in to the conference, both teams with a win. I think it goes that more that typical Syracuse fashion. Mindy was talking about our new feature on the show, but just take a look at this one. Look, it's open 140. When I sent it to you, 138. Look across the board right now. You're starting to see a little bit of 137.5 out there, even at the major online sports book in the country, as well as some offshore books. So,
137 at the sharpest book in the world right now.
There you go. I'm not going to mention any names, but it's like a high mountaintop. So, so you can see this one's already moving. Sharps clearly on the under in this one. Mindy gave a good point. You want to be on the right side there. Sharps aren't always right. We know that. But bookmakers are usually right, and here they are moving this one down tonight with Pittsburgh and Syracuse. Pittsburgh allowing a little over 66 points a game, and Syracuse allowing 68 points per game. So that would get you home. And again, I think it'll be Syracuse able to do their thing with their zone. Maybe not the most aesthetically pleasing, or maybe it is for a traditionalist like me, but still, I think it plays to that tightly contested because everyone wants to start 2-0. Capel hasn't started 2-0 at Pitt so far since he's taken over, so I think it'll be a big game for them too. And we like I said, we don't know about Hugley. I mean, is he going to be in there or is he not? Just taking some time away right now. Just missed the last game. They said no injury, no suspension, no problems. Just needed a mental break. So maybe you take a game off and you come back and ready. Still, I have his name listed on my tweet deck, waiting for anything to come across. But again, Federico, he blocks. Hugley's a good shot blocker. Federico blocks him at twice the rate he does, and he's getting more time in this game. So, I think he's a pretty good presence in the middle, and his ability is going to continue to rise. I'm going to go under in Pittsburgh, Syracuse tonight. Doubling down. I know I gave it out on the show earlier, but I really just brushed by, and I did a crummy job, Tony, in my preview of the early show. I just said under and blah, 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 and here I wanted to break it down a little bit.
Very good there, Ramon. Pittsburgh, Syracuse under 138. Do your shopping because, as we said, we are seeing some of the books move it down to 137 at the sharpest book in the world. No one's really got there yet, but there's still a lot of 138s, 137.5s out there in the marketplace. So do your shopping, get the best number here. Yeah, when you look at this Pittsburgh team, it's a team that really has shown some improvement over the last several years. They picked up some road wins at Northwestern, at NC State. Putting up some pretty good defensive efforts here, holding the Wildcats to 58, and at home they held the NC State to 60 points. A lot of games you see them holding teams in the 60s.
Yeah, and Capel's been able to attract some more talent. I think he's a coach that people want to play for, so I think we could continue to see it. Pittsburgh, they're 43rd in the country in 3-point percentage defense. So we know Syracuse, they're not. These two teams defend well inside, maybe not as strong outside, even with the Syracuse zone. But I'm not going to worry about too much of that because of Syracuse will be able to still. The numbers don't lie. Yeah, Syracuse had a couple of games, Tony, where the score has gotten a little high, but 352nd in defensive possession length speaks to it. So for Pittsburgh, this rates as a pretty strong game. They're going to be very, very motivated. Obviously, Pittsburgh and Syracuse, they're going to be motivated in this game. It kind of extends beyond the ACC nowadays with these two pretty good basketball rivalry. So, Capel's bringing in guys. He's able to attract some of the transfers as well. I think Pittsburgh is a team that was a slow start. Everybody's kind of worried a little bit. Wouldn't worry about Jeff Capel right now. I think they're capable with Capel in Pittsburgh. How's that?
Yeah, that's right. I played some tough competition there, but again, this is a team with a lot of D1 experience, 21st in D1 experience, and of course, you always think of experience. Well, maybe they'll be better offensive. No, it awfully helps the defensive side of the ball. When you look at their defensive numbers, allowing 29% from 3, 47% around the hoop. So this team is defending. Ramon here, Pittsburgh, Syracuse under 138. This one will have a start time here of 9 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony's picks right now. We got a few on the board here from the NBA 5-game card. Lots of college hoops in action here. Whatever happened to the slowdown during finals? They're doing them online now, I guess. I remember they have these small cards, but we're getting conference games start right in the middle of late December here. But of course, we got plays on the ice as well. We do have 2 bowl games. Once it's already kicked off right now in the bowls here, and then we have another one in primetime. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
It's an interesting point, Tony, because you wonder what it'll be like in the Dome tonight. I mean, we know that the students, probably going to be, they draw still. It's Syracuse. It's a great way to spend a holiday night. I'm sure to take the family to a Syracuse game at the Dome. But you wonder on some of these arenas if there won't be a little bit of a lull in the crowd, a little bit, maybe with a lot of students going home. So, tonight, Tony, my focus is going to be on the NBA. I'm working very, very hard right now on my NBA. That's what you do. You don't just throw in the towel. So I've got a 3-pack tonight in the NBA. Really like the card tonight. So I don't, shoot and hope, but definitely trying to make sure I've got the right plays there for the action tonight. Some good games tonight on that 5-game card. And also, Mindy and I are involved in 3 games in the NHL that I really like. I haven't come up with anything quite yet, despite those good numbers. And I probably will come in with something. I'm looking at least one game there that has caught my eye. But my other focus tonight, Tony, and it's got the full-on Tony's Picks treatment, the $15 best bet right there. There you see it, Tony. It's in the bowl game tonight with Toledo and Liberty. This is a guaranteed winner here. Doesn't mean it's going to win. That just means, as you mentioned, Tony, profit guaranteed on these single game plays. If it doesn't win, you're going to get credits back to your account. You're always going to have a winning experience with us here at Tony's Picks. So appreciate what you said about the touts. The touts are making a comeback, man. It's because of the way that you can do things here. Track the picks at Tony's Picks. All of our picks are documented at the bottom of our page. You can go through. And also, Tony, our interactive leaderboard, the Who's Hot leaderboard, you can break it down, see who's doing well in those $15 plays, who's doing well in those best bets. I want more totals from Tony, I call it, because, I don't think Tony's set out. When he handicaps a game, I know he just it's whatever stands out as the best play. But, man, Tony, you've really been great almost across the board on those totals. So check out our interactive leaderboard. You can go through on the pick ticker and see if the handicapper is giving out a side, a total, or a money line, or a best bet, or a $15 play. Then you can go to our interactive leaderboard and actually choose that. You can choose, college football, totals, and it'll show you that handicapper's record. So you can see if Ramon Scott has a side, for example, in tonight's game in college football, you can go to the interactive leaderboard and, choose point spread and see which handicapper, if it's Ramon, if it's another one, you can see what they're playing. And that gives you maybe even more of a fine tune than what we can provide you, because maybe one sport, one category is better than the other. But again, we handicap the game, and we're like, I'd really like the side. Maybe we should look at that a little more on the board. But again, as a handicapper, you're never going to back down from a strong feeling or a strong piece of information that you might have. But that interactive leaderboard, it's kind of fun to play with and kind of see who's doing what and how they're doing, and really maybe gives you the confidence for someone who is going to buy picks. Again, you said it, Tony. It's not for everybody, but man, people are out there working hard in their jobs, get home, getting the kids from school, whatever the case may be. It's hard to even go through an app, see people are on this side and that side, but here you can, let us do the work for you, eliminate your own guesswork if you have to, and, again, you're always going to leave with a winning experience at Tony's Picks, and you can see on the leaderboards, sometimes when you're riding the hot hand, it can carry you a long way and help build your bankroll over the week. So that's what I have, Tony, right now, 3-pack NBA and my best bet discount play, $15, Toledo and Liberty tonight in college football.
That's right, guys. Got Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks, doing great work as we put up the numbers there from the NHL. It's been fantastic here from Ramon over at Tony'sPicks.com. 3,111 units of profit there, up there on the board. Also enjoying a great year in college football, 581 units of profit for this season as well. Showing profit in the NFL. Of course, get on board with Ramon Scott right now over at Tony'sPicks.com as we'll bring back up the board tonight. Ramon with the plays here from the NBA, puts together a 3-pack from NBA, and also has a best bet from that college football game tonight in prime time. So get on board there with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. Again, these are in orange. They are profit guaranteed. You must turn a profit, or the amount you purchased is credited back in your account for side credits. That is profit guaranteed. We'll talk about some of these long-term passes that provide really good value there. They're not profit guaranteed because they're sold at such a discount. You may consider Ramon's 1-month all sports pass. Get all Ramon Scott's premium plays for a month. All his NBA, all his NHL, college hoops. We'll get really deep into conference play there with that 1-month pass. Also, it covers the remainder of the bowl season as well as the playoffs and championship game there. The NFL, the final 3 weeks of regular season and wild card weekend is part of that 1-month all sports pass. And of course, you could use this promo code TonyT at checkout and you'll be able to save 20% off that package. That will take $66 off that 1-month all sports pass. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see in the description, clicking the all cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up to that with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. All right, Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon, where we put up some picks as well. Of course, that morning steam, you and Mindy with the morning shows Saturdays through Thursday. You're also covering some of the late line moves, like the line move we saw today from your team out there. Well, once in San Diego, I can't believe Riverside's favored by 6 against San Diego. That one opened 3.5. That one steamed all the way to -6 with Riverside, Ramon.
Yeah, and tonight also you do have the battle UCSD going up against San Diego State. It is a pretty big spread, and they steam San Diego State. But UCSD is a program that had a lot of success before they moved to Division One, and now we've got 3 Division One teams back at my home in San Diego. I'm missing it because it is kind of cold here in Vegas, man. But hey, I'm really excited to be here in the sports betting capital of the world. Right now, it's pretty interesting time to be here, and going to make it part of my routine here to kind of get out to the books a little bit. But so far, maybe made it to the grocery store and the fast food joint, so that's about it because we're working so hard on these plays. But Tony, I do got a free pick for you tonight there over at Tony's Picks Ramon. It's going to come to you in college basketball tonight over there, so check that out. And also, Tony, I want to mention that we'll be back with the morning steam tomorrow. We're going to continue to preview some of the games. And also want to mention, Tony, you showed a clip of the page there, the home page. And every day now I'm breaking down the handicapper leaderboard here at Tony's Picks, where I just look at the top cappers and tell you who's hot. And one thing we're going to do with that maybe is start to break down those things a little bit using our dynamic leaderboard and see who's hot, not only just in general, but also with their best bets or their $15 plays. But doing a little video there, and you know what? I throw in a little free pick too. So you might want to check out the handicapper leaderboard update. It's right there on the main page there at tonyspicks.com. So Mindy and I will be back at it tomorrow. We're gonna, enjoy the holidays with our family, with our families, and that. But we'll be back at it again next week. It's been a great, several months doing the show. It's been a great 1 year with you, Tony. Really, we started to get things together really around this time last year with the group of handicappers, and got us into January before we started rolling things out really. But man, the growth, I say growth, you already had one of the most popular YouTube channels out there for sports picks, but it was the concept of you and the GM to get Tony's Picks together as a multi-handicapper site, and within a year right there, there's only a few of them that really stand out, and right now Tony's Picks is among them as a major site for multi-cappers. So you guys have done a terrific job there. Head on over to tonyspicks.com. You don't have to buy the picks. Tony's got a bunch of write-ups up there. We have in-depth previews of every game. You see it right there under one of my free picks there also. That's another free pick video that I'm offering on the free pick of the day. And you see that right below it, the popular blog segments. That's almost underrated how many games are previewed with our blog as well. So we'll be back tomorrow, Tony. More morning steam. We're really cramming in, over 30 games. And yeah, it's so cool the way all of our team steam comes in with the chat. They even put me on a game today. I was being all wishy-washy again, and really was looking at a total that I was almost thinking about putting a premium on, and they all wanted to go with the side, and you know what, I went with them, and probably win that one because they've been pretty hot in the chat. But that's one of the fun features of it, in addition to what I'm starting to incorporate a little bit, trying to get that steam out there. And it's only been because I can now manage the show a little bit, Tony. Really admire what you do with all the work that you do there, and realize how tough it is, because I'm also producing the show at the same time as I'm, commentating on it. Sometimes I feel bad when I have to ask Mindy what she picked on the game, because I'm doing some, producing behind there. But obviously, she can.
It gets better. It gets better with time. It really
That's
does.
right. Well, that's just it, Tony. I wanted to incorporate this feature a little bit earlier, but again, it's a matter of managing the buttons and the bringing up the comments and everything. And now I've only thought that I would feel comfortable here, now that I've also gotten settled into my new studios, that I could incorporate this. And man, just after the first couple of days in doing it, people really, really like this feature. I knew that it would be a cool feature, and going to expand on it just a little bit slowly as I continue to, get the feel for it. But really, really a popular feature. I didn't realize. I thought it'd be cool, and now I know it is kind of cool because of the feedback that we've gotten from our chat on that. Again, those aren't picks, Tony. That's just passing along market information, but it's so key, isn't it, brother? Because if you're ready to make a play, you're waiting for us, or not sure, you like the under, but here it goes, they're moving on the under. Do you worry about it losing the value? You can get on it almost right away, and maybe only missing a point of value, half a point of value, because a lot of times after that steam comes, it continues to move, sometimes in that direction. Yeah, there's buyback. It can go back the other way, but often that's not the case. It usually goes one way, and we're trying to give you that information really in virtual real time, so you can get on it. Not everyone, is a nerd like me watching the screen all day. So it's been awesome. You can see the screen goes red, at least on my screen. A lot of people used to say the screen goes black, but I have it kind of color coordinated where red is the immediate, followed by orange, and then yellow when it gets a little older. But they're able to capitalize on that information. Like I said, it's not picks, but we're just giving you actionable information, and that's what the morning steam should be all about. So please check us out. We're having a good time, and the viewership continues to grow, and it's all thanks to you, quite frankly, sir.
Appreciate it, Ramon. Of course, Ramon's video, check him out on Twitter at Tony's Picks. Ramon, of course, here's the home page. As you scroll down to the leaderboard, you go down to our picks, You get right to the pick ticker. You'll see our free pick of the day. It's also on our members area, I believe. And of course, this is not on YouTube. This is just on our site. So you have to go to our site to get this free pick. You know what, Ramon? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do a high risk maneuver here. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna hit the play button, play it. Let's see what happens here. I may even go to full screen. There we go.
What do we got? Hey everyone, Ramon Scott here with Tony'sPicks.com. I'll have a free college basketball winner for you in just a moment. But first, don't forget our sponsor, IDSCA.com, for the best paperhead service in the industry. It's IDSCA.com, the originator of the paperhead industry. For 25 years, they've provided great customer service. They have a live betting platform. They offer player props. They have live casino dealers, a horse book, and great agent backend. That's IDSCA.com. All right, for your free play today, I want you to take Cal Irvine and Harvard under 133.5. We've already seen a movement here. This total has dropped 2 points from 135.5 down to 133.5, but I still think it plays to a slower pace game. Harvard has been a pretty strong under so far this season. Yeah, UC Irvine has played to the over this season, but Harvard has a pretty good defense, and I think it will travel here today to Irvine. Go under 133.5 with Harvard and UC Irvine. Don't forget to visit our website, Tony'sPicks.com, for our premium picks. Absolutely our best picks every day over at Tony'sPicks.com from over a dozen handicappers. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages, short-term, long-term, or even single-game packages. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. All right, don't forget IDSCA.com. There you have the best paperhead service in the originators of the paperhead industry.
All right, we got Ramon there with the free pick update there. You guys can check it out every day over at Tony's Picks, Ramon. So there you go. We got your free pick video of the day. So you guys can visit there over at Tony's Picks. All right, Ramon, it's always great having you show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again. Here tomorrow.
Yeah, that didn't creep me out too much with the double images there. I didn't want to scare anybody, but yeah, it's just more free picks. That's what we're all about here. We're promoting some businesses, no problem with that. It's all about sports betting here at Tony'sPicks.com. And again, thanks a lot, Tony. Appreciate everything.
You got it. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Check out our free pick video there every day on the side. All right, let's continue on here with the show. As we like Ramon here for joining us here on the segment. Let's continue on here with Game Day Picks. Now it's time for my picks. So let me go ahead and put up that play right now for you right now. We're going to be looking at this one here. We'll go, let me get my play up here for you. We're going to be looking at this one tonight between the Suns and the Wizards. Suns laying 7, total 228.5 in this one. And I'll be looking here at the over in this one. We'll go over the total of 228.5 here. The Suns and the Washington Wizards. Let me just go ahead and check out my handy, trusty injury report as we take a look at some of the reasons why I like this game here. Going under, and going over, I should say. You just take a look here at the Suns in this homestand. Remember, they got Chris Paul back, and it's definitely impacting the offense over there in this homestand. The Suns are averaging 130 points per 100 possessions, so that's been pretty good for the Suns offensively. Also, they're giving up 114 per 100. When you look at the road trip for the Wizards defensively, it's not been very good. They're giving up 117 points per 100 possession. We have seen the line move up here from 226, but again, I think this is going to be a really high-scoring game between these two teams with Chris Paul back in the fold, and of course with the Wizards with their issues on the defensive end. They do have some scoring in that line. Remember, Bradley Beal has returned to the lineup here for the Washington Wizards, so I think you're going to see some push on offense. Not so much on the defensive end, because when you put together guys like Kristaps Porzingis, you're not really going to defend much, and that's just the truth there. Of course, you've got scoring there from Kuzma, Beal now, and Porzingis, so you got three really qualified scoring players there on that court here for the Wizards. It's been a rough spot for them, but again, all they know how to do is try and outscore you, because you're not going to get much defense out of this team. They've lost 13 of their past 14 games, and again, we're looking here at the Phoenix Suns offensive production. That's how we'll look at it here with the over 228.5 with this Wizards and Suns team. All right, guys, be sure to check out Tony'sPicks.com. Let me see what we have up here for today as we will pull up the profile. I've got some plays up there for you tonight. I have a best bet tonight from college hoops. That goes off at 6:30 Eastern time from college. Also a 3-pack. I bundle my college a pick from college football, another one from college hoops, and an NBA for you here on a 3-pack. So go ahead and get signed up with that right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. Those are profit guaranteed. Those packages must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account for site credits. That there is a profit guaranteed. And of course, you can go with my longer term pass, my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my pre and plays for that period of time you select when you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, that's gonna do it for sure. I'll just remind you, give an update on the injury report. We have Porzingis is questionable tonight for Washington. On the Suns side, no Booker, no Crowder, no Johnson, no Landale, no Okiji and Payne, but we do got Paul, Lee, Bridges, Craig, and Aid in the lineup there for the Suns. It looks like Morris, Beal, Avdija, Kuzma will be in there for the Wizards, but Porzingis is the one who has the questionable status there, but still like the over in that one. All right, that's going to do it here for the show. Let's go ahead and bring up the picks from today's show. We got to recap it. So we had Mindy here on the Senators Jets under 6.5. Ramon with Pittsburgh Syracuse under 138, and I'll be here on this Wizards and Suns over 228.5. And we got a little bit of time here. Let me see if there's any notable injuries here that has popped up here in the NBA. You always got to check this out when you're doing this. Lowry now has been declared out here for the Miami Heat in their game. So Lowry is out. As we know, we can now update this Warriors and Knicks game. We now can confirm. We know that DiVincenzo's out, Green is out, and Wiggins out here. So Green out. Not Draymond Green, the other Green. So that's not Draymond Green. I got to sort of qualify that a little better. There are two Greens. This one is we've got JaMychal Green out. So no not the other Green, not the Draymond Green, but the other Green is out. So we've got DiVincenzo and Wiggins out here for the Golden State Warriors, and that is the update there on that game. Let me just see if there's any other notables that have been out. Here in this one, Denver still has a rash of questionables, which we know Gillespie's been out all season. Porter is doubtful. Murray, Green, Caldwell Pope still on the questionable status. And of course, Jokic is on the injury report, but is probable to play in this game. So keep an eye there. And we'll take a look here at, let me see if I can scroll this down here a little bit. I always have some issues sometimes with these sites when they just freeze for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's because they're serving too many ads. That's usually what happens with somebody. They don't look out for the user. You know, at Tony'sPicks.com, we put the user first. I wish some of these other sites felt the same way. All right, then we got you covered there with this 5-game card here from the NBA. So those have been some of the latest updates there on the injury report. So we got you there, and that's gonna do it for our show, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll be bringing in all our cappers here from Tony's Picks. They'll give out the live picks for you guys for the games on Wednesday. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys live with us so we can give you the plays in real time so you get the best numbers. Appreciate that, Timothy. I'm glad you liked this update. I think I'm going to be doing that a lot here with this NBA because you guys need to know who's playing, who's not. That is vital. That is very important. I was thinking about an over on that Portland game yesterday. I went over, and of course, it was because Simons and we got Grant in the lineup. So you saw what happened there. Although they do have some struggles, those 3 turnovers late hurt them from winning the game. But boy, they put up a lot of points when you got Grant and you've got Simons and Damian Lillard together in the lineup. Look out for those numbers. As long as they got some rest too, that's important to know because they really played at a good pace there. All right, that's going to do it for our show. And guys, we'll go ahead. Let's bring in our crew from today. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow here on Game Day Picks.